Okay, hello everyone. Welcome back to more Paranormasight, 7 Mysteries of Honjo. Okay, let's see. Mic check. Okay, I think we're good. Alright, so I can't go any further here. Mr. Tetsuo. Crime scene investigation. Tetsuo Tatsumi, Chief Inspector of the Metropolitan Police Department. Blah, blah, blah. Death of a fellow officer. (11 p.m. Former Yasuda Gardens. Hey boss, forensics is all done. The crime scene is clean. The other officers have all gone home. It's just us now. The park should be able to open back up tomorrow like nothing ever happened. So far, Yoko. I just really like her bubbly, cute energy, you know? I usually like those types of characters. I doubt it'll get many visitors after everything that's happened. You'd be surprised. Lots of people love that kind of thing. I bet they'll be lining up to get in. Occult stuff is really popular right now. Did you not know that, boss? Sounds stupid. Well, it's not exactly rooted in science, but if ghosts really did exist, we could just ask them who the perp was. Or is. Somehow I doubt it'd be that simple. Oh, but you know, I've heard that high school girls are really into this spirit board thing these days. Supposedly you can call on spirits and talk to them by using a board with letters on it. Wouldn't that be something? You could try it out yourself if you're so interested. Hey, that's not a bad idea. Let's give it a go sometime, boss. What now? Stop messing around. You really think we're gonna solve this case by moving a coin across a scrap of paper? Sounds like you know all about it. We've gotta be open-minded. What if that's how police work is gonna be from now on? Don't make me laugh. Files updated. Don't make him laugh. Due to the occult craze, divination has become popular. That's a good question. Yeah, Ouija boards. Self-hypnosis or auto-suggestion, leading to hallucinations or symptoms similar to possession. And people having seizures. Oh no. Listen up, Ario. Stop doing that stupid duck face, Ario. You can't go blaming the death of your buddy on something like the occult. I don't care if it was ghosts or the occult or what. Whoever or whatever it was that did this. I'll get them. I promise you that. Well, you got the right attitude, but we don't even know if this is a murder yet. Biases weaken our judgment. Get too fixated on one thing and you stop seeing everything else. Aye aye, boss. So, now that we've finished investigating the scene, let's review what we know. Now, it's getting late. I figured we'd head straight home from here. Come on, we gotta go over all the info we've gathered. And what better place to do that than here at the scene of the crime where we can soak up the atmosphere? Soak up the atmosphere? The hell is there to soak up? You must be really into this occult stuff if you get off on being in a place like this. Wait, you mean being somewhere like this doesn't get your blood pumping? No way. No, don't turn this around on me. I'm not the weird one here. Cripes. Fine, let's get this over with. Aye, boss. The former Yasuda Gardens here in Yokoyama Ichome were originally built as part of a daimyo's estate back in the Edo period. The park became city property a number of years ago and underwent extensive renovations. There's not a soul around at this time of night. Quiet doesn't even begin to describe it. Interesting. Jun Eryo, a detective in the Tokyo Metropolitan Police Department, 1st Investigative Division. His rank is sergeant. This is his first time leading a case. It's like he's graduated from rookie to newbie. He looks put together on the outside, but acts like a kid most of the time. Honestly, the force could use more people like him. This pond, they say it used to flow into the Sumida River, but the river became so polluted that they cut it off. Sorry, just a second. Yeesh, okay. It was so polluted that they cut it off. About the case. So, early in the morning yesterday, a staff member from the victim found the victim collapsed here in the park and called the police when they realized he was dead. While there were no obvious external wounds, the fact that he was a police officer and the evidence of a struggle means it's likely that this was a murder. The Sumida office sent it over to us since it involved the death of an officer and we were tasked with the investigation. What we need to do is figure out what happened and whether there was foul play involved. I think that about sums things up. Excellent. Tell me more. But, boss? Yeah? Is this case really important enough to assign to someone from the investigative division? I mean, a friend of mine died, so it's important to me, but it's all up to the higher-ups. I'm sure they've got their reasons. Boss, you know something, don't you? It'll all become clear in time. Try not to worry about it too much. Thinking about it, the only thing we know for sure is the identity of the victim. That means there must have been something special about him, right? Maybe he knew something he wasn't supposed to. Some kind of secret or something. Isn't that right? You're pretty sharp sometimes, you know that? If you picked up on that, you should be able to put the rest together yourself. Hi! Yeah, I had to take a little break because the neighbors were being party animals. Tell me more. Well, it's our duty to get to the bottom of a suspicious death, especially when involving an officer. Victim. The victim is Hajime Yoshimi of the Juvenile Division of the Sumida City Community Safety Bureau, 27 years old, single. He mostly dealt with cases involving juveniles and education. His rank was senior police officer. You knew him well, didn't you? What was he like? Yes, we were in the academy together. We still went out for drinks together every month or two. He could be a little rowdy, but he was like a big brother to us all. He was kind and cared about his friends. For better or worse, he wasn't the uptight type of cop. The man always showed empathy, and I heard he was popular with the locals for it. He treated each and every troubled kid he met with compassion. He had a great track record when it came to rehabilitation. Sounds like we lost a good one. Yes, we did. We truly did. I knew being a cop was dangerous. I knew something like this could happen, but... Oops. It's never easy when it happens for real. I know the feeling. He didn't seem to care much about climbing the ranks, but he was at the top of our class. Only problem was that he took on so much, he had the most unfinished paperwork, too. I always felt we needed an unusual guy like him to help us solve all of our unusual cases. Hajime Yoshimi, head patrol officer, same time as him, rebellious gang member, turned his life around. He left behind a fiancée who he'd been dating since high school. Oh no. Don't worry, you're plenty unusual yourself. Me? I was the most normal of my classmates. Besides, the real weirdo among us quit the academy a long time ago. Says the man doing duck lips every single second. There was one even weirder than you. Honjo was quite the bad boy in school, apparently. He ended up with the police a lot. He said the officer in charge was good to him, helped him get back on track. The reason he wanted to become a cop was to pay his kindness forward. Said it was the first time he ever took his studies seriously. That's a good story. Love that kind of thing. Makes me want to have a drink in his honor. Please don't make fun of my dead friend. Hey, I said in his honor. You should aspire to become the kind of cop people miss when they die in the field. You say that like it's a sure thing I'll die. Hopefully. Besides, if I end up biting it, I'm sure you'll be the one who misses me most, boss. Come on, don't be like that. You'll hurt morale. Well, I guess how much I'll miss you depends on how this investigation goes. I can already see it. Ario, no! Why'd you have to go and get yourself killed? I have no idea what's going on in that head of yours. Yeah, that'll be a sight to see. I can't wait. You can't wait for your own death? Get it together, kid. Sheesh, you really are something. Thank you? God, he's an idiot. What about the victim's family? The Yoshimi family is from Kita Senju in Adachi City, but Hajime's parents died a long time ago. He lived there all alone, no siblings or anything. I went to his house a few times for drinks. I was surprised. It's this huge, old-looking place. Like, you know, the kind of place that seems super haunted. And he lived there alone? It looked like the home of an old noble family. It was hard to imagine him being such a delinquent living in a house like that. There's the bias I was talking about. If he's from an old family, I'm sure things were complicated. That's a bias too. He never talked about any of that, even when we were drunk, so I don't know much about it. Oh, one more thing. Yeah? Hajime was engaged. He'd been seeing his fiancée ever since they were in school. Over 10 years, they just started talking about getting married. What was her name again? He showed me a picture once. She was a beautiful woman. That's so. How terrible for her. But you may know if there'd be anything going on with him lately. We should speak to her. Yeah, his fiancée may have been his only confidant. I'm sure everyone at the Sumida Police Department has already contacted her. I'll look into it tomorrow. And by tomorrow, I mean at 12 midnight. Hey, boss. I looked into the case that Hajime was running. Oh great, that's the kind of stuff I want to know. What was Hajime working on the day he died? Well, according to his report from the day before, he had 2 cases involving juveniles. Uh-huh. The first was the suicide of a high school girl who jumped off a building in Kamazawa last week. Yeah, I heard about that. Yikes. The girl's name was Michio Shiraishi. She was a second-year student in Komagata High School. It seems as though Hajime had contact with her even before this incident. So she'd been troubled for some time. That's the thing. About a month ago, he happened to see her walking around town. She looked upset, so he struck up a conversation with her. He was sure there was something bothering her, but she wouldn't tell him what. Must have been trouble at home. That's what he thought too. It seems he visited her home and spoke to her parents, but they said there was no problem, so there was nothing else he could do. And now she's dead. And it's possible he could have prevented her suicide then. He must have been devastated. And that's why he was looking into this Michio Shiraishi again. He must have thought that something terrible had happened that drove her to end her life. But ultimately, he never reported the findings of his investigation. I see. And you're thinking that it may have had something to do with his death. We'll have to find out what it is Hajime discovered. Right, let's check with the Sunita Police Department about that tomorrow, too. There's a lot of words. Yeah. I'm still not done with the victim? And what was the other case he was working? This one is also related to a Komagata High School student. All this detective talk? A troublemaker named Hitomi Okura. She seems to be the leader of a group of kids who get up to no good. Juvenile delinquency. Fun. She was pretty bad for a while. Multiple charges of destruction of property, assault and battery, you name it. Hajime had been working with her for about 6 months, and she was finally starting to open up. Then he met with a girl the day he died. Well, every school's got its problems. But I'm sure he'd be worried about how'd she get on without him. Right, just when she finally found an adult she could trust. She might act out without someone to help her get through this. We'll have to make sure the Sumida Community Safety Bureau does their job. But, we can't rule out the possibility that meeting with this delinquent girl had something to do with his death. Then we'll have to interview her too. Yes, you're right. She may have been the last person to see him alive after all. I'll ask Sumida to introduce us tomorrow. Though, who knows if they'll actually let us talk with her. That's what we hired you for. Lay a little boyish charm on them if they need convincing. Yeah, I'm sure they prefer me over a scary-looking old man like you, boss. Watch it, I'm still your superior. You ought to act like you respect me at least. Oh, I thought I was. You were? Shit, is that just how your generation speaks? You really are a new breed. It's probably just me, actually. No, well, don't think you can get away with that with other people. So anyways, boss. Were you even listening? We got quite a bit to look into tomorrow. First, the 2 Komagata High School cases that Hajime was handling. And we need to speak with his fiancée as well. I believe that's it for tomorrow. Estimated time of death, 2 days ago, 11 a.m. Acute heart failure. Struggle. As for the cause of death, we won't know until the autopsy is done. From what we've seen, though, it appeared to be some kind of acute heart failure. But since he had no record of chronic illness and had no visible wounds, it's possible that poison or drugs could have been involved. Dying in the middle of the park like that, it certainly seems suspicious. We found signs of a struggle at the scene, as well as footprints belonging to an unidentified individual. We've got people trying to identify those prints. If we can find who they belong to, we might be able to figure this whole thing out. Yes, wouldn't that be nice if that were the end of it? The only things Hajime had on him were his badge and his wallet in his pockets. So we can rule out a mugging. Though there probably aren't many people who think to try mugging a cop as big as him. I've also heard that Hajime got into a fair few fights in his younger days. He started judo once he became an officer and rose up the ranks quickly. Sounds like the perp would have to have been pretty strong to take on Hajime. Time of death was around 11 p.m. 2 days ago, outside of the park's operating hours, of course. His body was found early in the morning yesterday, 11 p.m. the day before yesterday. What was Hajime doing out here at that time in the first place? That's the question, isn't it? The entrance to the park is closed after hours, but it's a small gate that'd be fairly easy for him to get through if he really wanted to. That would, of course, be breaking and entering, but what do you think, boss? He came trying to hide something. Maybe he came here under the cover of night to hide something. I don't know, why go through all the trouble just to hide something? To be perfectly honest, I think you're going the wrong direction entirely. You think? Since it seems like there was another person here at the time of Hajime's death, wouldn't it be more likely that the other person called him here? Yeah, let's go with that. They must have been talking about something pretty sensitive to come here in the middle of the night. So Hajime met someone here to discuss something in secret. And then they got into a fight. No, that wouldn't match the cause of death. There were no wounds on the body that would indicate a spontaneous scuffle. The perp must have planned something. Then you think it was meditated. That would mean they called Hajime to the park with the intent to kill him. Well, there's still the possibility that it was just some kind of accident. Maybe the perp tried to threaten Hajime and things went south from there. We should be able to get a clearer picture once we know exactly what killed him. Right. But either way, I'm so glad you're back in the First Division, boss. I've always admired your work. You were like a god to me. You were the whole reason I became a detective in the first place. Yeah, about that. People have been saying that ever since you first entered the academy, but... Yes, that's because it's true. I couldn't believe you got transferred out of the first just as I was assigned to it. So getting to work a case like this now, just the two of us, is a dream come true. Happy as I am to hear that, well, how should I put it? What is it? If that's true, I'm not sure you've been showing me the appropriate amount of respect. Huh? But I do respect you. Don't tell me you're going senile, boss. That's exactly what I'm talking about, when you run your mouth like that. It's getting late. You must be sleepy. Don't worry, boss. I'll make sure we get out of here soon. Yeah, I get it. I've been wowed by your shrewd detecting abilities all day today. Really funny, I've been wowed by you too. Okay. By how stupid he is? On the topic of family, what's yours like, boss? The hell is wrong with you, prying into my personal life all of a sudden? It's just, I never heard you talk about them or anything. Oh, are you single? Shut it, that's none of your business. Well, ever since I joined the force, I've been thinking. The department really pressures young officers to get married. I wonder why that is. You don't say anything like that, though. How should I know? I caved to the pressure myself and got married 20-some years ago. So then... God, you're relentless. She took our daughter and left 4 years ago. Thanks for reminding me. Oh, I'm sorry. I can't believe she'd give up a guy like you. I was never home much, too focused on work. I'd come home late only to get called right back out again. Plus, being a cop is dangerous work. I don't blame her for getting fed up with it all. How sad, especially when you're out here putting your life on the line. Oh, is that why you transferred out of the first? It was already too late by then. You better be careful, Ariel. You say that, but there's not much I can do, is there? That's the nature of our job. There aren't many who can really understand it, not unless they're involved with police work themselves, or related to someone who is. But wait, you have a daughter, boss. You really think I want to talk about her after all that? Have some sense. Come on, I promise I don't mean this the way it sounds, but how old is she? Geez, you don't know when to quit, do you? At least try not to look so intrigued. She's a bit rough around the edges. I think most men are intimidated by her. Last I heard, she's living by herself and going to college. Wow, a college student. Men love an educated lady. Stop that. What kind of cop are you, making baseless assumptions like that? She's living on her own, though, huh? You must worry about her. Worry? I don't even know where she lives. Oh, so she hasn't told you. Probably because she knows you'd follow her around everywhere. I would not, I don't think. Come on now, we both know that's not true. Listen here. You may look like a mean old man, but you sure have a soft side. What? Is that supposed to be a compliment? I can't keep up with you. We're done talking about this. Or are we? Nope, we're not. Oh, that reminds me. If you got married 20 years ago, it must have been right around the Nejima murder. You know your history. Yeah, that happened a year or two after our wedding. You were the one who arrested the killer, weren't you? We studied that case at the academy. I was only in elementary school at the time, but I still remember people talking about some dangerous criminal getting arrested. All that was just cracking the case, finding the guy, it was all just happenstance. I'd really rather not think about it. It was a disturbing case. Did it not make your skin crawl when you learned about it at the academy? It did. We were all terrified. Sounds about right. No one could believe that such a mild-mannered man could have committed such a terrible murder. If we had overlooked one little thing, we may never have caught him at all. I think I remember hearing there was only one charge brought against him in the end. That's right. We didn't have the evidence. I knew there was no way such a meticulously planned crime could have been there first, but we may have stuck Fumachika Nejima in a cell, but it was no victory. He always had the upper hand. And all the damage he did to everyone involved, especially the victim's classmates. It's already been 20 years, huh? God damn it. This is why I try not to think about it. I'm sorry. No, you're not. Shut up. So all this occult stuff, have you heard about it, boss? What are you talking about? This rite of resurrection thing that everyone's talking about. No, not you two. I've been hearing about that shit everywhere. Oh, you have? That's surprising. Who cares what people are talking about? It's got nothing to do with our job. But don't you think the occult stuff with this case feels, I don't know, realer somehow? The whole thing started right here in Honjo in Sumida City, so I thought that maybe... Cut it out. Nothing good can come of getting involved with the rite of whatever or that record of fates. Sounds like you know all about it. Boss, are you secretly into the occult? Stop that, seriously, this isn't a joke. I get why you'd be intrigued by something called the Rite of Resurrection after a buddy of yours died, but... bringing the dead back to life, that's the stuff of fantasy, it's not real. So don't go hoping for miracles, got it? Okay, that's it. I'm going to assume the stickers are only, the mom's thing. But I'm gonna take a little look around. I don't see anything. This is where the victim was found. It's clean now. It almost feels like nothing happened here at all. But once an incident like this has come to pass, there's no going back. Not that knowing that is any consolation. Well, boss, I think that about does it. Right, let's call it for tonight. I'll see you tomorrow. Oh no! Oh god, what is that? Huh? Boss, what's wrong? Don't tell me you're going senile. Damn it, it was that case all along. Boss, what is it? Is there something over there? Ah! Such deep sorrow. A resentful memory is flowing into my mind. Those who deceive with falsehoods. And eternal darkness. Kill them. Kill them. Those who spread lies. Kill them all. You've acquired the power of the Evergreen Beach. You can use it to kill those who intentionally try to mislead you. Oh no. He deceived us with his so-called rite of resurrection. The man who tricked the people with his false dark art swings from a rope. They thought the man had escaped the previous night, but oddly enough, he was found hidden in the garden of the Daimo's mansion that morning. The man, a local named Jinkichi, was known for his kind temperament and skill in crafting Nitsuke claps. While his life wasn't always easy, he was optimistic, the type to smile through whatever life threw at him. He was the kind of man who would take care of those who didn't have anyone else to rely on. The prosperity that the ukiyo-e boom brought must have been what fanned the flames of his greed. The old craftsman was found in a miserable state, as if sentenced to some cruel fate. Perhaps he had ended his own life, unable to bear the weight of his crime. But dead men tell no tales, and the people thought of him as a bad man even in death. He hung there for days, till his neck stretched horrifically, a visage of pain still etched on his face. It was clear he must have struggled greatly as he died, his flesh marked with dark scars where the ropes wrapped around his whole body. The beech tree's leaves do not fall, and neither did the man's body hanging from it, as the mansion's owner was not at home, another unfortunate event. The people held their tongues, fearing divine punishment, but the rumors persisted nonetheless. Ugh. A murderous impulse seeps into my soul like thick black tar. Now. Kill. Can you hear it, Curse-Bearer? You who so strongly desires the right. Kill them. Boss! Boss, what's the matter? Don't tell me you really went senile. Sorry. I'm fine. Ariel. Yes? I have some bad news. Oh no, your senility is kicking in, isn't it? No, we've got a bit of trouble on our hands. Looks like we'll be working some overtime. We're not going home tonight. Huh? What are you talking about? Hunt for curse bears. Sorting through this. Yeah, I don't like him. 12 a.m. Still at the gardens. Okay, so let me get this straight, boss. The right of resurrection really exists. And to use it, you have to kill people using the power of curses from the 7 mysteries of Honjo. And the curse you have is from the story of the evergreen beech that's told in this area. Is that right? Yeah, pretty much. You're quick on the uptake. You weren't your usual silly self when you were explaining, so I knew you were telling the truth. I'm never silly. The only thing I have trouble believing is that you're taking this occult stuff seriously now. I mean, talk about paranormal. I thought you didn't believe in any of that. It's not that I don't believe in it. My familiarity with it is why I've tried not to get too close. Are you just being a sore loser? Not used to admitting you were wrong? Oh, shut up and listen to me. No point in trying to hide things anymore. We won't get anywhere if you don't understand this, so listen up. Please, just listen. You don't have to keep saying it, I'm listening. We don't have time to waste. We'll talk as we walk. Hey, wait for me, boss! Alright, Goku Bridge. Let me just make a save. Sorry, I just want to double check one thing. You're telling the truth, right? This isn't a side effect of your senility? It's the truth, not like I can prove it though. He's not stupid, but he sure can be slow sometimes. The though I think that positivity of his may come in handy at some point. Revealing the existence of a secret department is against the rules, even to a fellow cop. But this is an emergency. I need his help. I'll tell him. I'm sure you already know this, but this is all top secret. No sharing it with anyone. Right, you can trust me not to. But no, I just can't believe it. I'd heard rumors that you used to be a member of a secret division attached to the Security Bureau. I can't believe we actually have a department called Paranormal Affairs. Yeah, I'm sure it comes as a shock. I couldn't believe it myself. I thought the higher-ups were messing with me. Really had me worried for a while there. No, this is incredible. That's the whole reason I became a cop. I was always fascinated by secret agencies and stuff. You serious? But thinking about it, it totally makes sense. If curses and spirits really do exist, then of course we need a special department to protect citizens from them. You seem a bit too eager to believe all this. And hang on, I thought you joined up because of me. Come on, boss. Do you only have one favorite food? You can like more than one thing. Yeah, whatever. In any case, the official stance is that the supernatural doesn't exist, so Paranormal Affairs operates in secret. Still not sure why they stuck me there. Those 4 years, I worked nothing but cases involving the supernatural. Officially called the Security Division, Special Security Unit, Paranormal Affairs Bureau. Paranormal Affairs. Only a handful of people know about it. There are only 5 members, including the chief. Neo. The Bureau has a network of psychic contacts across the country who assist with their cases, including Mio Kurazuzu. Current chief is Kuryu Nakagoshi. Psychics. Served as her mentor. Legendary creature. Fresh face. Curse Echo and he attended the police academy with Richter Kai. They go bowling. Possessed by the Evergreen Beach Curse Echo. He always worked in the field. He has a penchant for candy and desserts. Local sweets. Something to discuss with his daughter. Revealing the existence of a secret department is against the rules, even to fellow cop, blah 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 blah. So do you know, have it? Have what? Spirit sense, of course. Are you what they call spiritually gifted? Nope, I've never felt anything at all. Even if I did, I'd be a lightweight at best. 1 beer and I'm down for the count. Oh, Why is everyone measuring this in alcohol? Is that how people in the field quantify someone's spirit sense, like how much liquor they can handle? Nope, that's just me, and Yoko. Thought I'd help get the point across. Oh, Sorry, seems like I keep disappointing you. No, it's not your fault, boss. At the risk of disappointing you yet again, I'll tell you one more thing. Spirit sense is usually something you're born with. It's tough to develop it later on. What? So there's no hope for me? No, say it isn't so. Of course you were interested. Well, you never know. He may have some hidden potential. I know there's a high schooler who's got so much spirit sense that she works on the front lines. I say work, but she wasn't paid because it was supposedly part of her training. Yikes. That seems like it'd be in violation of Article 69 of the Labor Standards Act. Wow, you really know the law. No comment. Even the occult field has workers' rights issues, huh? Hello? Hold on. How long have you been standing there? Someone's watching us. Doesn't seem like they're gonna run. Let's just keep an eye on them for now. So, what do we do now? We've got this rite of resurrection, and the curse echoes of the 7 mysteries of Honjo. The curses being spread out around the city is a bit of an emergency. It's that bad? I'll put it this way, it's like handing out guns all over town. Jeez, that's real bad. It is, so we need to find the source and put a stop to it before something terrible happens. Usually that'd be a job for paranormal affairs, but I talked to them on our way here. The main team is tied up till tomorrow night. So they told me to deal with it myself. Said it'd be fine since I have some experience. Huh? What? Then that overtime you mentioned means... Yep, you're gonna help me, partner. Alright, let's do this. You seem a bit too eager to dive into all this. You really have no reservations working a case you know nothing about. You said this was an emergency. I didn't think we had a choice. I'm just trying to be logical about this, boss. You really are something. It might actually be nice having you around. Why, thank you. Doesn't seem like they're gonna run. So, what exactly do we do? If these curses are connected to the 7 mysteries, then the people who have the others should all be here in town. Right, if there's 7 of them, that means there's 6 more out there. And we have to stop them all before they kill anyone with their curses. If we can, we should find and collect all the curse stones. But boss, from what you said earlier, killing a curse bearer gets you closer to completing the rite of resurrection. Won't your life be in danger if they find out you're a curse bearer? Pretty much. We can't let that happen. Should you even be out here right now? Hiding would only be a waste of time. The mystery of the one-sided reed is associated with Rogoku Bridge. I was hoping we'd be quick enough to run into the one-sided reed's curse bearer. No such luck, it seems. I don't know, the guy over there. Maybe. Well, if nothing else, maybe word will spread that the cops are on the lookout and people will behave. That's putting a lot of trust in whoever these other people are. But it's possible that other curse bearers with the same idea will come here. Talk to anyone you see who seems suspicious. That means someone who may have the power of a curse. Understood. In that case... Why don't I ask the guy who's been watching us this whole time? You noticed him too. Well, good luck. Hey, you there. Sorry to bother you, but I've got some questions. I'm with the police. Oh no, it's you. Thanks for your cooperation. We'll be asking you a few things, Mr. Yutaro Namigaki. That's your name, correct? Yes. I don't mind answering your questions. You're a detective. Did something happen? Oh, right. Lots of things have been happening around here. Like people dying. So, what to make of this guy? If this were a normal case, I'd be fine letting him take the reins. The curses are involved here. I should take over. The man identifies himself as Raythrough Namigaki, a 21-year-old college student. He's watching us so calmly. We need to be careful with this guy. You're not gonna do the noise volume thing again, are you? So what is it you were doing here? It must be the incident at the former Yasuda Gardens, the dead policeman? I can't imagine a detective would come all the way out here otherwise. Huh. Say, Mr. Detective, have you ever heard of the Evergreen Beach? Yeah. I can't let him know I'm a curse bearer, right? One of the 7 mysteries of Honjo, right? Why do you ask? I was just looking for it. Actually, I was wondering if either of you knew anything about it. Not here? If it's the Evergreen Beach you're after, you'd be better off looking around the former Yasuda Gardens than here. Oh, you know a lot about this. But that's what I thought. Detective, you have the curse stone of the Evergreen Beach, don't you? How did you know? Ario, you idiot. Well, that was much easier than expected. Ah, crap, sorry. It was simple inference. I figured you would have taken the curse if you were just in the gardens. If you know that, then you must be a curse bearer yourself. I have no intentions of hiding anything. I plan to tell you from the start. Look. This is my curse stone. I believe it's called the Foot Washing Mansion? That's right, but are you sure about this? I'm not so rash that I'd kill someone as soon as I found out they were a curse bearer, not without talking to them first. You're the same, aren't you, detectives? You wouldn't use a curse on a normal person. Let's speak as equal, shall we? Okay, so whenever he says a lie, boss, or maybe that was, I'd rather resolve this amicably too. Before we talk, there's something I should tell you. This is my curse stone, Evergreen Beach, just like you thought. What? Boss, why would you tell him? As for how the curse works. Boss, are you having another senior moment? If you tell him that. It hangs to death anyone who would try to mislead me. So if you try to lie to me, the curse stone will let me know. I don't have to use it to tell, understand? Well, really? That's super useful. I see, understood. That's a pretty useful power for a detective. Now then, let's talk. Damn, it seems I've lost the upper hand. No point for petty tricks, then, I'll be honest with you. Sure you will. So far so good. There's someone I want to bring back, so I'd like your assistance in collecting soldier eggs. Can't help you. Please, all you have to do is tell me who the other curse bearers are. Sorry, but as a police officer, I can't just look the other way and let you go. Please, if you help me, I'll let you two go as well. No you won't. Is that a threat? No. It's your final warning. I'm doing this. I don't trust you. No. My curse, the Foot Washing Mansion. Did you really think you could escape it just by being careful? It didn't matter to me which of you was the curse bearer. I'll be taking both of your soldier eggs anyway. Wait, Namigaki! The Foot Washing Mansion is a powerful curse, and so simple to activate. It's ready whenever I need it. There's no escape from the voice of my feet. Lies! I just escaped. Ariel, get out of here. Hurry, I'll find you later. What? Okay. Too late. Hear the voice of my curse echo. The voice of his curse echo. What? Why isn't my curse echo working? Impossible. This has never happened. What's happening? I don't hear anything. Ario, now, grab him. Right. Namagaki, get down. Ah, damn it. Boss, here, his curse stone. Good work, give it to me. Yay. Now you better not be a threat anymore, sir. Whoops. I'll save. Damn it, why? What do you think, boss? Should we lock him up? I haven't even touched you. You can't consider that assault of a police officer. Let him go. All we need is the stone. How could this happen? My right of resurrection? Give it up. The right was too good to be true from the start. I don't know what happened to you, but you'd be better off mourning whoever you lost the right way. Now get out of here. Damn it. That was a close one, huh, boss? We'd probably be dead if he had activated his curse. I guess so. Yeah, I'm not sure what, but something stopped his curse from... Boss, are you okay? Does having another curse stone hurt? Yeah, the curse from this one's flowing into me too. Oh no. I saw what activates the curse of the foot-washing mansion and the resentful memories bound to it. I see. I always thought this one was one of the stranger of the 7 mysteries. Now I know why. This sure is something. What do you see? Let's save that for later. All you need to know for now is that it's a particularly powerful curse. We're lucky we took it from him quickly. Whew. Kills by crushing one who hears the command, wash! She was an accomplished Amonji. Alas, she did not use her talents for the good of the world or the people, but for her own selfish pursuit of beauty. After a fierce battle, the woman dragged herself through the streets. It was like something had gnawed away at her body. Will I die? I've already obtained what I needed, as long as I have this. Suddenly, a terrible realization dawned on her. Her legs wouldn't move. She fell to the ground. What was happening? Surprised, she looked down. Her foot, once so beautiful and delicate, had grown ulcerated and rotten. He got her. She was on the verge of death and covered in filth to boot. Hurling to a nearby house, her breath caught in her throat. The curious residents opened up, but recoiled from what they saw. My foot is so filthy. Someone please, quickly. The woman expired while mumbling something unintelligible, and so ended the life of a woman consumed by evil. Well, that makes one stone. Where do we go now? We'll visit all the places associated with the mysteries while it's still dark out. You mean we have to do that all over again? I hope they aren't all as aggressive as him, but people will do crazy things to bring back someone they love. It seems that the hatred the cursed stones are imbued with makes people more willing to kill. Really? Then what about you, boss? I'm fine. I may not have any spirit sense, but I'm tough when it comes to this stuff. That's why they loved me in Paranormal Affairs. So you are spiritually gifted after all. Alright, let's head to the next place. Midoricho Park. 1 a.m. Excuse me, sorry to bother you, but we have some questions for you. What? Are you with the police? I haven't done anything. Don't worry, this isn't an interrogation or anything. We just want to talk. You're Hideki Araishi, right? The historian? We know who you are, so this won't take long. But since we saw you here, we'd just like to ask you a couple questions. Hideki Araishi, local history researcher. Historian. Quintessential obsessive researcher. Makes him unpopular. Wait. Elite Sims. Lives off an allowance from his parents. Well, let's get it over with. I'm a busy man. Questioning people like this can put unnecessary stress on them depending on their position. This guy's pretty sharp. I'll have to play it safe and only push him when I see an opening. Hideki Raishi. He says he's a local historian, but supposedly he knows more about the rite of resurrection than anybody. The fact that he's here at this time of night, it's plenty possible that he's a curse bearer. Boss, let's ask Hideki some questions. From appearances, it's hard to imagine this small, bookish, well-spoken man being very dangerous. But in this day and age, you never know. I should be careful. What were you doing? Now, Mr. Raishi, what were you doing here at this time of night? Doing research, of course. Day or night, information never sleeps. That's an admirable philosophy. You know, your research has been quite the talk around town. What was it they were saying? You discovered something about some book? The Record of Fates? Let me just make sure. Study of the Unknown, Introduction to Bando. Record of Fates. A manuscript. The Record of Fates. Alright, you found some kind of ritual in the Record of Fates. What, don't tell me you want to know how to carry out the rite of resurrection, too. To be perfectly honest, I'm tired of people asking me about it all the time. None of you even care about the local history. You just come crawling out of the woodwork when something interesting comes up. Looks like I hit a nerve. If you think you can force me to tell you because you're policemen, you're sorely mistaken. Hideki Raishi. Was the research you were doing just now also related to the rite of resurrection? Well, yes, that's right. What exactly were you looking for? I have no reason to tell you that. You wouldn't understand anyway. Was the research you were doing just now? Yes, it's right. Okay, he won't tell me any more about that right now. Are you doing all this research so you can use the rite of resurrection yourself? You're a policeman. Do you really think people can be brought back to life? Everyone I meet's pitiful. Huh, so you don't believe in the rite? Whether it's real or not has nothing to do with my research. Such things are better left to the occult freaks. Or so I thought. Huh. Things changed. It has become necessary for me to pursue the right. So now I pray that it's real. What changed? I'm sure you can imagine, the funds for my research. I receive a large amount of funding for seeking the right of resurrection, and if I find it, I'll receive a sum so great that I'll never have to worry about money again. Huh, then that means someone is sponsoring your research, is that right? So what if they are? You have no idea how hard we work to secure funding for our research. I have no interest in teaching those children. Listen to me, I'll tell you one thing. Those experts you see writing provocative books or spouting nonsense on TV to try and get popular, all of them are just trying to get the money they need to do their research. With how popular the occult is, saying something even remotely spooky can lead to big money. What? But I bought your book! The pursuit of the unknown begins, first and foremost, with belief. I was so inspired by that bit. I do appreciate your patronage. Unfortunately, however, the occult is not my true interest. The fate of the unknown is to be destroyed by thorough research and deep consideration. No way, I can't believe it. You were surprisingly innocent. Then what kind of research do you want to be doing? I'm sure it wouldn't interest you, but to put it simply, the focus of my research is how historical accounts transform into folklore over the years as they are passed down from generation to generation. What does that mean? Due to human bias, the account of any event is inevitably changed by the person communicating it. This is not necessarily done with ill intentions. It happens when someone tries to fill in the gaps in a story that lacks detail, or when something's left out or abridged because of the story's length, or when a story twists and shifts as it's spread through oral tradition. Even when two stories are told about the same event, differences in culture or environment affect how it's told, changing its content. Silly little things can turn into terribly mysterious legends. My research is the study of how history, culture, and legend all influence each other. I see. Take the 7 mysteries of Honjo, for example. Why are some of the mysteries seemingly about nothing particularly interesting? You'd think stories wouldn't last a decade, let alone hundreds of years, so why? Perhaps putting it that way piques your interest. I admit, I am curious. So that's what you've been researching all this time. Makes sense. As I said, it doesn't matter to me whether the right exists or not. If people in the Edo period believed that what was written in the Record of Fates was real, that's all I'm interested in. But I have to be realistic. The research I'd like to do is unfortunately not very lucrative. That's why I need to take some risks. This Record of Fates, where did you get your hands on it? The storehouse of an old private residence in the city, just as the public was told. I'm unable to be more precise due to an agreement with my informant. Well, in that case, I think I might have a guess as to what it is you were looking for. He said to be, to be careful and then push him in certain... Curse don't... What? Damn it, if you know about that, then... Calm down, no need to get so defensive. I'm not showing him it. We both want information, right? Why don't we have a nice friendly chat? You may say that, but I don't trust you. Perhaps you've already learned about curses. Perhaps you want to take my power away from me. No, that's not true. I almost revealed my hand. I'll say nothing else. Sorry, I'll be taking my leave here. Hey, stop! He's so fast. Sorry, boss, he got away. Incomplete. Okay, let me... Stone. We both want information, right? Why don't we have a nice friendly chat? A curse stone. You are a curse bearer. A leaf. It is the evergreen beech, then. Yep, will you show me yours? This is mine, the ever-burning lantern. Interesting. I'll tell you this for free. The evergreen beech comes from a man who was hanged for spreading false rumors. But the accusations against him were unfounded, and he died cursing those who deceived him. Ah, so that is the resentful memory held within the evergreen beech. The memories of the 7 mysteries are truly fascinating. If only I could collect them all. Do whatever you want, but you should know something. This stone of mine lets me curse anyone who tries to mislead me. What? But... So don't try and lie to me. I'll know. You would curse a citizen? And you call yourself an officer of the law. That all depends on you. I don't want to use it if I don't have to. What is it you want? The curse stones are dangerous. I'd like to confiscate yours. Excuse me? But my right. First, let me ask you one thing. You haven't used that curse, have you? No, of course I haven't, I swear. I see, good. Now, why don't you hand over that stone? Unless you'd rather try using it on me instead. Damn it, I won't give it to you. If I were to say that, what would happen? Would it be a crime? The police are aware of how dangerous the stones are. I could arrest you under Article 1, Section 2, the Minor Offenses Act. Or you hand it over, and all you lose is your secret ability. Think of what would happen to all your research if you were arrested. Fine. You can have the stone, here. Yay! Kills by disembowelment. Who finds himself... When Honjo was filled with samurai residences, the spies of the shogunate lived amongst the townspeople to keep an eye on things. The soba cart on South Barigasuri served as one of their outposts. They would communicate to each other in code by turning the lantern on or off. Tonight at 4 a.m. meant that someone would be having the last soba of their life and that their belly would be sliced open the next night. An unfortunate incident occurred in which a man attacked a woman in a bout of fury. He regretted it deeply, even declining to invoke the right to defend his honor, but the deed was done. Still, he could not accept it. His rage at having been used by his daimyo boiled over, turning into a grudge he would never forget. Nearby, he saw a lantern quietly glowing in the night, and when the 6th spell rang, the man cut his own stomach open. Since then, the lantern could be seen alight before the soba cart had opened, and would flicker out suddenly even when there was no wind blowing. As this unsettling phenomenon continued, the rumors surrounding it grew, and soon all were convinced that it was the man who cut open his stomach, visiting from the beyond. I don't know. Good choice. I look forward to seeing how your research pans out. Oh, right. Would you tell us everything you know about what's been going on? If you help us out, we'll give you all the information we've gotten after we solve the case. What do you say? In that case, will you tell me about all the resentful memories of the 7 mysteries? I believe they're the key to the secret hidden in the Record of Fates. Sure, why not? I'll learn about them as I collect the curse stones. thanks to you, we learned a lot from him. I wonder, the mysteries and rite are all public information. He kept everything he knows about the other curse bearers and the source of the curse here hidden. I was hoping he'd at least give us a clue about how to beat these curses. Oh, I see. Then we should be more aggressive next time, really make them spit it out. And by we, I mean you. I'm guessing he wants to save this curse. He wouldn't have told us anything, no matter what he asked. But now we know where he hangs out. We can always send someone for him if need be. Right, got it. I was surprised to hear that there are actually 9 of the 7 mysteries, though. Yeah, that's 2 extra curse bearers we have to find. We confiscated 2, so there are 6 more. They could be anywhere in this town. We have to find them fast, or they may start using the curses. No, I think we're already too late. Huh? I didn't tell you this, but there are some soul dregs in Namigaki's curse stone. Really? Then he already killed someone with it? It's not much, so it probably wasn't a curse bearer. Shit. Well, we know who did it. We can make arrangements to take him into custody. We'll have Paranormal Affairs pick him up tomorrow. For now, we continue our search. Right, on to the next place. We just have to cross them off the list one by one. Oh, but boss? Good to know we can use the Minor Offenses Act to arrest people with curse stones. But why didn't we do that with Namagaki? If we could do that, there'd be no need for Paranormal Affairs. What grounds would a normal detective have to put him under arrest? Oh, right. Yeah, I suppose that's true. Is this like he dies? It's not another suspend thing because they would tell me, right? Strange. Let's see, what can I do differently? If I say something wrong, maybe? It's obvious you don't know a thing. It's a record of fates, how rude. Yeah, that's it. Sorry about that. I should have done my research. But it's true that you found some kind of ritual in that book, right? To tell me when to carry out the resurrection. Maybe if I try using the stone on him? Whoops. what you know about the show. Tell him what happens. I see, good. Okay, that did nothing. I'll give it to you. Thanks to you, we learned a lot from him. Are they saying like I should go back to Namagaki? I don't. Hold on, can I go back here? Start from conversation. Excuse me. Okay, hold on. So what next? The big question now is what the rest of the curse bearers are up to. Luckily the river is a good distance. I don't trust you. It's been a while since someone spooked me like that. That girl gives me the creeps. What's her deal? Are there any stickers? Other sticker? Is that a woman's voice? Who could it be? Let me... Where did she come from? It's like she appeared out of nowhere. I didn't mean to startle you. I'm terribly sorry if I've gotten the wrong people, but would you happen to be curse bearers? Curse bearers? What's that then? It means someone who's gathering souls for the Rite of Resurrection. You have heard of the Rite of Resurrection, haven't you? Everybody's talking about it. Color me intrigued. Care to tell me more, Miss, what was your name again? Oh, silly me. I'm Ayame Tono. Ayame Tono, university student. She certainly had no reservations telling us about the Rite of Resurrection. It'd be worth keeping an eye on her. She could be trouble. She says her name is Ayame. I guess she's around 20. She must be brave, walking around alone this late, or maybe there's more to it. There's more to the Rite of Resurrection than meets the eye, you see. So the best way to collect soul dregs is to kill other curse bearers. And that's about the size of it. I hope it wasn't too much to follow. No, I think I got the gist. Funny old world we live in, huh? So, are you saying you're one of these curse bearers? No, well, not quite. It's complicated. I'm not, but Yutaro is. Yutaro, is that your boyfriend? Oh, heavens no, just a friend. His full name is Yutaro Namagaki, where I suppose you could say partners in crime. Funny way of putting it. So where's this Raythrough now? Well, about that, he's not actually a curse bearer anymore. He's more like a former curse bearer. Former? How so? I don't really know the details myself, but apparently he lost his curse stone. Typical, right? He makes such a show of being a top student, only to flunk where it counts. So now I'm out here looking for curse bearers myself, if you want something done right. He lost it. How did he do that? I wasn't with him at the time, so I don't know exactly what happened. All I know is that he came back saying he didn't have it anymore. Although, well... It's strange that you probe into that, of all things. I'm just the curious sort, that's all. Sorry if it's a touchy subject. Oh, I don't mind. I don't particularly care about keeping it a secret. Oops. Yutaro can be a little irrational sometimes, so I have to keep a level head on my shoulders. So anyway, mind if I ask why you thought I was a curse bearer? Oh, that. I'm terribly sorry. I was so rude. I saw the two of you out late at night, and I suppose I made assumptions. Gotcha. Sorry if we gave you the wrong idea. Out of interest, what was your plan if we did turn out to be curse bearers? Great question, and the answer is, I was going to ask you very nicely for your curse stones. And you thought we'd have given them to you, just like that? Well, maybe not, but you know what they say, you never know until you ask. You must really love your boyfriend if you're willing to try something that risky. Oh goodness, no, we're just friends. My life doesn't revolve around him, you know. Anyway, you aren't curse bearers, so I'm just bothering you, aren't I? Please ignore me. So what are you trying to do with this rite of resurrection? Well, Yutaro has his own plan all laid out. I don't know if I can get behind it though. It seems, how do I put it, self-centered? I mean, if you got a chance to resurrect the dead, it would be a waste not to use it on someone that really matters, right? So I was planning to steal his curse stone at the last second and use it for myself. Well, until he lost it anyway. Oh, but don't tell Raythrough I was gonna do that, okay? I don't think he'd be happy to hear it. Of course, keeping secrets is my business. My, aren't you dashing? Sounds like you really have your heart set on this rite. What were you hoping to use it on? Do you promise you won't laugh? Cross my heart. Well then, let me tell you my master plan. Prepare to be amazed. Ahem. I'm an art student, you see. Woodblock prints are my specialty. Ukiyo-e in particular. Ukiyo-e, huh? You must be a cultured lady. Really? Do you think so? Everyone says it's a strange interest for a girl to have. You know, people often think of ukiyo-e as some inaccessible high-class art form, but that's actually totally untrue. Back in the Edo period, it was the art for the masses, amusement for the common people. So when you think about it, we feel exactly the same thrills from every brushstroke as they did back then. Isn't that fascinating? Yeah, I guess. And as far as I'm concerned, the undisputed king of ukiyo-e is the one and only Hokusai. Have you heard of him? Sure I have. He's famous. Didn't he live somewhere around here back in the Edo period? That's right. You're just as knowledgeable as you look. His 36 views of Mount Fuji are so iconic that the only works of his most people know. But Hokusai was so much more than just mountains and waves. That's only the teeny tiny tip of a veritable iceberg of work. I've gotta admit, I only really know him from those landscapes myself. Oh, don't worry about it. Anyone can learn. When Hokusai died at the age of 90, he left behind over 30,000 drawings. That's multiple drawings a day for 80 years. Amazing, right? So he kept on drawing right up into his old age, huh? Impressive. But even in his final years, he was never satisfied with his own work. His dying words were, "Should heaven afford me but 5 more years, I shall finally become a true artist." Even on his deathbed, he still thought he had more to learn. He was already the greatest painter and artist of his era. Who knows what he could have done with more time? Well, that's what I want to find out. Huh. Hold on, are you saying... Besides, he always said he wanted to move out of 100 houses, but he only made it to 93. Isn't that just tragic? Oh no. No way this is going where I think it's going. Imagine the masterpieces he could create with modern techniques. I feel all dizzy just thinking about it. You gotta be kidding me. So if I understand correctly, you want to use the Rite of Resurrection to... That's right, I want to bring Hokusai back to life. Well, that's certainly a novel idea. That's what you'd use it on? What a waste. Nothing. Active during the late Edo, Golden Age. Prolific artist. Oh gosh, is that the time? I should be going. Oh, thank you. I need to get my hands on a curse bearer before daybreak. Sorry for flagging you down out of the blue like that. Best of luck. Come on. Ayame. I love Hokusai. She's clever but calculating. She's figured out that older men will fall for her if she acts a little bit stupid. She's not attracted, and she's just for the money. Gold digger. However, she's growing bored of the relationship. Well, there goes trouble. If we're going after curse stones, we should keep an eye on her, too, if we can. Why do you say that? Before she left, she wished us best of luck. She's got at least an inkling that we're curse bearers. My, there's a good chance we'll clash sooner or later. We're after the same thing, after all. You head on back to the mansion, ma'am. I think I'll tail her for a while. No more curses. 3 a.m. Shigima Mansion. Back here again. I left Richter to continue looking for curse bearers, and came home alone. Or did you? What is that? I can hear the wind rustling in the trees. I don't know if that's like the fire or some other thing. Oh, never mind, it's a sticker. Whoop. I thought it was that evil thing again. The ostracizer. Ostracizer. The old Shigema Mansion. Shigema Mansion. We rebuilt it here after the Great Kanso earthquake. It's always stayed the same all these years. Even the war didn't touch it. I never liked it growing up. I always wanted to live somewhere more modern. It's a warrior clan with a mansion, police officials. Will this really be enough to gather the soul dregs I need? What if nobody uses any more curses? I'll lose my chance to bring them back. I don't think there's anything else out here. Well, okay then. I guess I'll go to Yako then. Yako, hoping to revive her friend who jumped to death. That should be everything. Okay, let's start. Ready for this, Yako? No. Sorry, give me a second. It's okay. It's normal to be nervous your first time. There's nothing to be scared of, I promise. Thanks, I'm ready. Yako Sakazaki, high school students. Born and raised in Honjo, operated a candy shop. Yako is cheerful and a vivacious young woman with a sense of duty and compassion so strong that she's easily moved to tears. She's also a bit quick-tempered and quarrelsome, always prepared to stand up against those who harm her family or friends. It's possible, however, that this readiness to fight is more driven by an innate love of chaos. Oh no. Alright, let's start. This is the spirit board. This is how we'll be communicating. First, we'll both put a finger on the 10 yen coin that's on the board. Like that? Am I doing it right? Hello? Oh, like this? Just like that. Relax your finger as much as you can. Now for the chant. Repeat what I say, okay? Oh, Spectre of the Spirit Board, please visit us. Your turn. Spirit of the Spectre Board. Spectre of the Spirit Board, I mean. Whoops. Spectre. Spectre of the Spirit Board. Did I mess up the first thing? Please visit us. Spectre of the Spirit Board. Spectre of the Spirit Board, please visit us. Good. Please tell us if you are there. Oh, it really moved. Looks like we succeeded in the summoning. We can ask questions now. Right, questions. Start with a question you know the answer to and see the response. Then, when you know your questions are being answered truthfully, you ask what you really want to know. Okay, I'll start with something simple. What is my name? I think you should know the answer to this. Spectre of the Spirit Board, what's my name? Huh? What's the matter? How strange. No. Huh? It told me no. I bet it means it doesn't know. It may be the Spectre of the Spirit Board, but it doesn't know everything. Is this spirit really the real deal? Yes. It's fine. I feel like it's giving me attitude. Is there more to this? I'll ask it again. What is my name? It didn't even hesitate this time. What's this girl's name? Fine, what's the name of the girl across from me? Mio. Mio, that's right. That's not fair. It knows your name, Mio. It even used that weird character you used to spell your name. How flattering. I guess that was supposed to be the other one talking. Mio Kurosuzu, psychic girl. Mio transferred to... She's mild-mannered, off-putting dark aura. She has trouble making human friends. She likes crows and black cats. I bet, even the teachers get it wrong all the time. I guess these paranormal beings just tend to take a liking to you. I don't know how I should feel about that. Oh, Spectre of the Spirit Board, where are we? Hi. School. High school. High school, that's right. The answers don't seem to be very precise. Oh, Spectre of the Spirit Board, are you truly the Spectre of the Spirit Board? No. Huh? It said no? Is it lying? Not quite. The Spectre of the Spirit Board is just a temporary name we call them when using the board. We're actually calling a spirit with a strong tie to this place, or one of the people participating. In other words, a spirit that just happened to be nearby just felt like answering. They don't really think of themselves as the Spectre of the Spirit Board. Oh, really? Huh. Feels like some of the mystique has disappeared. Do you mind if I still call you the Spectre of the Spirit Board? Yes, okay. Thanks. Always good to remember to say please and thank you. Alright, it's time to try asking serious questions. Yeah. Who does Mio have a crush on? Okay, here I go. I'll be serious now. Yes, please. Dang, I should have done the other one. Oh, Spectre of the Spirit Board. Did Michio Shiraishi in our class? Who died by committing suicide by jumping 1 week ago? Really commit suicide? In our class, who died by jumping... Did she really do it? Okay. It was worded weird. So it really wasn't. I'm not surprised. I never believed it from the start. Now's the important part. Yeah. Entire body broken and severely contorted. No suicide notes. Honor student with a good head on her shoulders. Good grades. Michio carried an old talisman, a memento of her father, with her at all times. Oh, Spectre of the Spirit Board. Did Michio Shiraishi die in an accident? It said yes. So it was an accident, not a suicide. Michio. Then, did she slip and fall from that apartment building? Huh, she didn't? What do you mean? Michio didn't die falling from the apartment building? No way! If that were true, Then why was she lying on the ground like that in the back alley of the apartment building? It was an accident, but not a fall. Oh, Spectre of the Spirit Board, what happened to Michio on that day? Seems like it doesn't know the details. Then how about... Oh, Spectre of the Spirit Board. We want to use that Rite of Resurrection to bring Michio back to life. Do you know where the Rite of Resurrection is? I wonder. Hello? Huh? Ay, hello. Ah! What is this? Stop! I'm scared, Mio! Calm down. You can't let go before it's over. Ah! Such deep sorrow, resentful memories flowing into my mind. Fool's procession, those who hear it shall fall into the depths of hell. Kill them, kill them, those who hear this sound, kill them all. The Fool's Procession, you can use it to kill those who hear the sound produced by the curse echo for more than 30 seconds. The effect will be negated if you are seen in that time. Okay. Omio stood atop the tall festival tower. It was her time to shine and she was ecstatic. It had been years since she joined the troupe, but she had yet to enjoy her day in the spotlight. She wasn't particularly pretty, nor was she all that talented. As a gossip and a loudmouth, she wasn't well liked by her peers. Some of the other girls thought of her as a teacher's pet and bullied her. I don't care about them, she thought. I'll use this chance to make something of myself. Everything was perfect. She wore a beautiful kimono and okami mask over her face. The stage was set. The accompaniment began. She danced with everything she had. Applause rained down upon her from the crowd. Her breathing hastened with excitement. I gotta catch my breath. That's strange, I can't take my mask off. The smell of glue assaulted her nostrils. So that's how it is. I knew it was too good to be true. Her screams were drowned out by the music as she squirmed and struggled. Omio was giving it her all today. We have to keep up. The crowd livened even more. No, please, someone help me! She fell from the tower, writhing in pain as she begged those around her for help. The music stopped in time with Omio's heart. Ugh! A murderous impulse seeps into my soul like thick black tar. Now. Kill. Can you hear it, Curse Bearer? Hear it, Curse Bearer. You who so strongly desires the right. Kill them. Just make sure nothing else unlocked. 2 things to remember. One week ago, hey, did you hear? Someone from our school committed suicide. What? Really? Who? I heard that. Michio from Class C, right? No way. Michio? She's been acting pretty strangely lately, but I still can't believe it. Did you know, I heard Michio's mom remarried last year. They say her new stepdad's a total jerk. Really? How so? Like, he'd peek on her while she changes and couldn't keep his hands off her. I even heard that he's an ex-con. If she resists him, he gets violent. That's so scary. No way, I couldn't take that. I'd probably think about killing myself too if I had to deal with someone like that at home. You hear about suicides on the news, but for it to happen here, it's a little scary. By the way, isn't there a girl who transferred into Class C recently? Oh, I heard about her. She's gloomy, doesn't stand out much. Did you know that the school she was at before she transferred also had a suicide? What, for real? That seems like kind of fishy. The guys in the back? No? Zoom in? Guys? No? Okay. These guys? Did you hear about Michio in Class C? Yeah, she seemed like the stereotypical honor student in her first year, but she stopped showing up to class and her grades started dropping after her third trimester. So she offed herself because her grades were bad. No fair. Just thinking about practice tests makes you want to die too. All anyone cares about is test scores and grades. There might be some of you who already know, but a member of our class, Michio Shiraishi, passed away last night. Okay, calm down. I know this comes as a surprise, but please keep quiet. The cause of death is still under investigation, and there's nothing we know for certain at the moment. Detailed investigation reports will come from the police, so please don't go spreading any rumors, got it? We're sending everyone home for today. No dilly-dallying on your way. School will be off tomorrow as well. Hey you, stop celebrating. Show some respect. There will be a memorial service scheduled next week at the school assembly, if anyone wishes to pay their respects individually. Several days later... Miyako? Sorry to bug you. It's just, you seem a little different from your usual self. I hope I'm not being nosy. Thanks, Mio. But thanks, Mio. Was I acting that strangely? Yeah, enough to make me worry. If you want to talk, I'm happy to listen. Yeah, this is perfect timing. There's actually something I want to ask you. Yeah? Spectre of the Spirit Board? You know that spirit board thing that everyone's been doing? Where you summon a spirit and ask it whatever you want. Yeah, I know it. I want to try it out. There's something I want to know. Why are you telling me this? I mean, you seem like the type to know about this stuff. I do? Yeah, you look like you're really into the occult stuff. You know, you got that kind of gloomy look. Huh. I don't know how I should feel about that. But you do know how to do it, right? Well, yes. I think I probably know a little more than most. Okay, please help me. You're my only hope. Okay, please help me. You're my only hope. Come on, Mio. Hey, Mio. You know about the Rite of Resurrection, right? Yeah, it's that thing Mr. Reishi apparently discovered and wrote an article about. I doubt there's many people who don't know. He's always talking about it. Do you believe it's real? Huh. Well, it sounds a little too good to be true to me. But on the off chance that it really works, we could bring Michio back to life with it. I want to find it if there's even the slightest chance of bringing Michio back. But how will you look for it? Right, that's the thing. Please help me. No, not you. Michio, I wonder why she had to die. She didn't leave a note or anything, but they announced that it was a suicide. That can't be right. She would never kill herself. Michio was so happy and always looked on the bright side of things. She loved coming to school. I know she was going through some hard times, but for her to kill herself? I never got a chance to speak with her. She was often absent from school, and when she did come in, she looked depressed. You're right. And that's why everyone was so willing to accept that she committed suicide. They acted like they cared, but all they did was gossip about it. They put together little pieces of information and spread rumors like it's the truth. Isn't that terrible? Yes, it is. I've heard some that are really awful. In the end, the only reason they're able to say stuff like that is because they aren't personally involved. It's true that she didn't get along with her new stepdad and that her grades went down. But to say things like, how sad, no wonder she killed herself. How dare they? She at least told me she was okay whenever I talked with her because I was worried. She would have told me if there was something bothering her so badly she killed herself over it. Uh-huh. I won't let Michio's death be written off like this. Like, maybe she got caught up in something bad. Something bad? People have been talking about that body found in former Yasuda Gardens, right? Some are saying that this town is cursed or something. Yes, there has been a strange feeling around things recently. The thing you want to ask, is it... Yeah, I want to know about the truth behind Michio's death. And where the Rite of Resurrection is hidden. I see. I don't know if getting the answer to those questions will be as easy as you hope. Please, the teachers and police aren't any help, and there's only so much I can do alone. If there's even the slightest chance, then... Well... Okay, if that would make you feel better, then I'll help. Yes, thank you, Mio! Okay, then tomorrow after dark. Body discovered a week ago. Full body blunt force trauma. It's recently remarried. 12 a.m. Yeah, I tried to like get that emotion out. Very passionate. Uh-huh. Are you awake, Yako? Yeah, what happened? You can't remember? Let's see. We used the spirit board and... I suddenly heard something, like this weird voice. And then I passed out? Yes, as far as I can tell, you aren't experiencing any negative effects. I think it was just a mild shock from how sudden it was. Huh. Was everything okay with the spirit? Yeah, it was almost bad, but I got it to leave. More importantly, what is that thing you have in your hand? Huh, in my hand? Whoa, what the heck is this? It looks so freaky. When did I get this? Oh, there's so much anger and hatred held within it. It looks a little like tools that were used for ancient curses. What? That's so scary! Yako, you just said you heard a strange voice, right? Could you tell me what you heard? Anything you can recall. I think it might be connected to that object. Let's see. It felt like I was at the bottom of a dark place, and this voice felt like it was echoing in my mind. After that, it just kept shouting, "Kill them!" I see, thank you. Yako, I think you may have exactly what you need in order to use the Rite of Resurrection. A curse with the power to take people's lives and turn them into soul dregs. What? You mean this is a real curse? I know I said I wanted to use the Rite of Resurrection to bring back Michio, but why? Why me? It makes no sense. Yako, please calm down and listen. I can't stay calm. I can't stay calm. But how can I? I mean, you might be used to these kinds of things, Mio, but I'm not. I didn't even really believe in the occult, much less think that the spirit board would actually work. But now after something like that, what choice do I have but to believe? And not only that, but a curse that can kill people. What am I supposed to do about that? I know, it's only natural to feel that way. Anyone would feel confused. But first, you need to calm down. Take a big, deep breath. Right. Yes, just like that. In moments like this, the more troubled your heart is, the more weaknesses are exposed. Exposed? Have you calmed down? Yeah. I'm sorry about panicking. No, it's okay. Fear is something we feel in the face of the unknown. Long ago, people would give names to phenomena that couldn't understand in order to live with them. However, modern-day developments in science and culture have pushed for the rejection of things that can't be measured. And so, the paranormal has been treated like it doesn't exist. But they've been around since a long, long time ago. If you just understand, you can see that there's nothing to be afraid of. First, calming down is most important. Accept reality for what it is. I only really gave this stuff a shot because it was popular, but you really do have a connection with this stuff, don't you? Well, I suppose to an extent. Hey Mio, what do I do? Where do I start? Am I cursed? Am I gonna die? It's okay, I'll take care of the curse. That's why I'm here in the first place. What? Trust me. I'll take care of things. It'll be alright. Thanks. I was the one who dragged you along to do the spirit board. It's fine. You're desperate to find a way to try and help your friend. But spirit boards are dangerous. You have to take them seriously. So I'm glad you invited me. Alright, let's review everything we've learned so far and think of how to move forward. Okay. What is this curse? Am I cursed? Well, I've only looked into it a little, but I wouldn't quite say you're cursed. It's more like you gain the ability to use the power of a curse, so there shouldn't be any kind of negative paranormal effect on you. The power to use a curse? Do you mean this curse stone? Yes, if the curse stone is used under certain conditions, a curse will be placed on someone, taking their life and turning it into soul dregs. Soul dregs are said to be required to enact the rite of resurrection. Normally, a curse is a spell that would only be usable by a Noji of considerable talent. I believe that curse stone makes it so that even normal people can use them. So someone like me with no knowledge could curse someone? Yes, but it's still nothing to take lightly. You could end up having it redirected right at you. To tell you the truth, something unusual did happen while we were using the spirit board. It happened right around midnight, I think. This whole area seems to be under the effect of the Feast of Shadows. The Feast of Shadows? Yes, it's a type of spell that temporarily boosts the potency of the supernatural. It also has the effect of making the powers of certain curse echoes manifest more easily. Judging by its strength, I'd say it probably covers about a 3 to 4 kilometer radius. 3 to 4 kilometers? That's big enough to cover all of Sumida City. Yes, I think the Feast of Shadows was used to cause the resentment lingering in the air to manifest as curse stones. Someone did this. But who? I don't know enough to say, but it's likely that it was done by someone who wants to uncover the rite of resurrection. This isn't something to happen naturally. I see. Temporarily boost spiritual energy. Possible to limit the scope and range of the spell. A curse stone's powers can only be used in this area under the influence of the Feast of Shadows. The effects also only appear after the sun is set. By setting a limit on when they can be used, the curses are strengthened. So the curses can't be used outside this area or during the day? Correct, but speaking of limits, to actually use a curse to kill someone, it seems there are conditions that need to be met. Conditions? You mean like how my curse echo needs someone to listen to the sound it makes for 30 seconds? To be honest, I don't really understand it. Like, how do I even summon the curse echo or make the sound? Do I just, will it? Do you mind if I try? No, don't do that. Stop. You shouldn't be using curses so willy-nilly. Even if there are conditions that have to be met, the power to kill someone without leaving behind evidence is dangerous enough. In that sense, maybe you really have been cursed. I'm sorry that you got wrapped up in this situation, even though I'm here with you. That curse stone. I think whoever holds it becomes a curse bearer. It would probably be best for me to hold on to it, but then I'd feel bad about forcing it on you. No, I sense a powerful force rejecting me. I don't think I'd be able to take it. Really? Why? If we tried separating it from you, the curse may trigger. That's how bad I sense it wants to stay with you. No way. That curse stone might look like nothing more than old Netsuke carving, but I can sense a powerful, resentful energy from it. I don't think it's a good idea for me to even touch it. It may seem like I know what I'm doing, but I don't know how to handle something this powerful. Really? This little thing? If you threw it away and someone with bad ideas picked it up, it could be bad. I think it would be safer to avoid the risk of getting anyone else involved and have you hold on to it for now. Well, now I'm kind of freaked out. Anyways, we need to make it to daybreak. I think the curses should weaken once it's morning. I'll help you find a way to deal with it then. Okay. So there are 2 things you should remember. First, do not fulfill the conditions while it's night. Second, should you appear to fulfill the conditions, don't use the curse. Right. The mysterious voice said the cursed stone is called the Fool's Procession, right? Yeah, that's from the 7 Mysteries of Honjo, right? Our school is said to be connected with a story with the same name, one of the mysteries. Right, I don't think it's a coincidence. This is just a guess, but it's possible that you were chosen because it could feel your desire for the rite of resurrection. If this is a curse of the 7 Mysteries of Honjo, then it's possible that there are others who receive curses associated with the other mysteries. Yeah, that voice also said there are other curse bearers, or whatever you called them. Not only that, apparently you can get a lot of soul dregs by killing a curse bearer. Right, that's certainly not good. Even if we have no intention of killing others with the curse, there's a chance you may be targeted if other curse bearers find us. We'll have to avoid anyone who has another of the curses. That means we should avoid people at night as much as possible. But Mio... Yes? If this curse is real, that means I could bring back Michio if I used it right? The rite of resurrection would be real too. Yes, that's true. But you can't do that, Yako. But it feels like it's not the time to worry about that kind of stuff. If Michio died in an accident, then I'm sure she didn't want to die. What's the issue with putting a little curse on a complete stranger? I sort of feel like it wouldn't be a big deal. What's going on with you? You're not acting like yourself, Yako. You would never even consider taking the life of another person. Is it the curse's influence on you? Maybe the curse echo's grudge is rubbing off on you. Will you show me it for a second? Is there something inside it? No, stop! Yako? I'm sorry. But it's like I just suddenly really didn't want you to touch it. I understand, I'm sorry. But you need to give up on the rite of resurrection. What? Because that's the real curse. Using resurrection as a lure, it tempts curse bearers into using their curses. You have to resist it. Don't let yourself be deceived by some curse. But Michio could... I think for tonight we should get you home to rest. I'll walk you. The curse's influence should subside in the morning. Okay. I'm sorry, but I'm telling you that you need to give up on the right. It's beyond us. Even a single curse stone alone is too much to handle. Bringing back the dead isn't something so simple. I know how much it hurts, but please focus on just worrying about surviving tonight. Even now, we're in great danger. Okay, let's get going then, shall we? We'll take the same route we took to get here. Right. We'll be fine, right? There's no one else at school, is there? I think so. The night shift janitors shouldn't be patrolling this late at night either. Oof. Ah! What? Why'd the lights go out? Mio, are you okay? Mio? Hello, Mio? She's not here. What's happening? Where are you? Hello? It's very dark. What am I supposed to be looking at? Hello? What is that? Ah! Oh no, 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 what was that? Get me out of here. Mio, 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 where are you? Yako, I'm here. Over here, can you see me? Huh? Where? I can't see anything. Hello? Not that way, Yako. Behind you, I'm behind you. Turn around this way. It's pitch black. I have no idea which way I'm facing. There you are, Mio. This way, over here. Be careful, your field of vision is being limited. Right. Well, I think that's a good time to stop. So, thank you guys for watching. I hope you're enjoying it, and we'll see what happens with Yako and Mio next time. So, yes, thank you for watching, and I'll catch you on the next one. Bye!